am an unfavored concubine. One day, I suddenly gained the ability to read minds. I can hear the inner voice of that scumbag emperor. My beloved consort, Lu Hua, be careful, idiot. You can even trip on such flat ground. If your cerebellum didn't develop properly, go back to your maiden home and remake yourself. The prime minister is the pillar of the nation. I shall drink first as a sign of respect. Drink, 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 drink yourself to death, you old bastard. Once I investigate the accounts clearly, I'll first catch you and let you stay inside for a while. What kind of emperor is this? He's simply a walking barrage machine, more vicious than Billy trolls. Even more terrifying is that he seems to be able to hear my inner voice too. Ugly beyond saving. Those eyebrows look like two caterpillars that have turned into spirits. You shouldn't laugh either. Paired with that dragon robe color, you look like a glowing big eggplant, acting like you're so handsome. Because of this, I haven't slept well for several nights in a row. Thinking back to when I first discovered I could hear Xiao Qi's inner voice, I was so excited. So Xiao Qi doesn't like the most favored noble consort Gao at all. So Xiao Qi is not only planning to kill the prime minister, but also planning to bring down the empress dowager. So Xiao Qi really is, just as I expected, even more perverted than I imagined. The harem gatherings I used to hate suddenly became interesting. A large-scale live gossip scene. That's right, I transmigrated here. I once thought mind reading was a life-saving talisman given to me. This chosen transmigrated girl, by heaven, never would I have imagined. His Majesty has arrived. Today I decided to test it. The first time I suspected Xiao Qi could hear my thoughts was also at a harem banquet. That day was noble consort Gao's birthday. The entire harem presented lavish gifts. Even the empress dowager gifted a pair of extremely valuable jade rui. Xiao Qi, of course, also came. Originally, I was full of excitement, wanting to hear his poisonous remarks, but the music that night was too loud, and I was far away from him, so I couldn't hear anything clearly. Then I got bored. When I'm bored, I like counting heads. 1, 2, 3, 99 concubines. Shut up. A terrified gasp. The entire Furong palace fell silent, and I was also so scared that my mind went blank for a moment. It's nothing. Continue. I took a breath. That scared me to death, you dog emperor. Then I saw his gaze like a torch sweeping over. As an unfavored concubine, the number of times I see the emperor in a year can be counted on fingers. I even suspect he doesn't remember my name at all. But so coincidentally, every time I complain, he stares right at me. Xiao Qi's dark purple dragon robe swept past my eyes. I sat upright, observing my nose observing my heart. I had already thought of a countermeasure. Just as Xiao Qi had sat down, I began counting again. 1 concubine, 2 concubines, 3 concubines. Recently, neighboring states sent over more than a dozen beauties. Present here, there were actually a full 121 concubines. After counting the last number, the dog emperor glanced sideways at me, with no reaction. As expected, his character setting is a tyrant who shows no joy or anger on his face. I then rested my chin in my hand and looked at him with admiration in my eyes. Wow, His Majesty is so handsome today. Face like jade, eyes like bright stars, worthy of being the #1 beautiful man of our dynasty. If he really can hear, the previous 2 times he didn't cut off my head was me being lucky. This time, I must flatter enough. He calmly drank with the Empress Dowager. Oh dear, what's wrong with His Majesty's face? It seems like it's curling up. How are those servants serving him? It really affects His Majesty's heroic and mighty image. I immediately lowered my head. At birth, people are inherently good. Their natures are similar, but their habits make them different. I had already thought it through. As long as one is a person, especially a modern person with independent thoughts, in such a wicked feudal palace, how could one not complain in their mind? But complaining about a tyrant costs your head. The only way to stop myself from complaining is to stuff my brain with other things. I recited from the 3-character classic to the Book of Songs, from the Book of Songs to the Analects, and no longer dared to look at him again. After finally enduring until the banquet was about to end, I emptied my mind and prepared to run away, when I suddenly heard Xiao Qi's slightly tipsy voice. Sumaran has entered the palace for 4 years. It seems I have not summoned her yet. Come to me. I am actually a womb traveler. Among many transmigrated women, I should belong to the kind with not very good luck. My mother was an inconspicuous tongfang maid. Only after giving birth to me was she promoted to a concubine. In the household, there were 2 legitimate elder sisters, both as precious as gold and jade, each more beautiful than the other. During the selection year, my father had already arranged marriages for them early, then turned around and threw me into the imperial palace. I am not outstanding in appearance, nor outstanding in talent. Only because I have an elder brother who fought 2 victorious battles outside did the emperor promote me to Marin. Simply put, whether before entering the palace or after, I have always been a person with no presence. Xiao Qi's sentence just now made over 100 pairs of eyes at the banquet all turn toward me in unison. Me, Sumaran. I ignored the jealous gazes from the favored concubines that wished to gouge me to death. Your Majesty actually let me sit beside him. What should I do? I'm so nervous, so excited, tasteless. Your Majesty, this concubine will serve you dishes. Below, pairs of eyes were about to stare me into a sieve. At times like this, I must cling tightly to Xiao Qi. In my heart, while reciting the names of dishes from the prepared plan, I picked food for Xiao Qi. These 2 years of audible barrage were not listened to in vain. I picked all the dishes Xiao Qi likes. Sure enough, Xiao Qi's expression was quite pleased. It seems the daughters of the Su family truly are deeply devoted to me. His Majesty ate the dishes I picked, so happy. Could it be she used some kind of sorcery on me to win favor? If so, I will definitely make sure she dies without a good end. After the banquet ended, I claimed illness. This dog emperor, just hearing my inner thoughts already wants to kill me. If he finds out that I know he can hear my thoughts, and that I can also hear his thoughts, wouldn't he immediately kill me as a sacrifice? Fortunately, his mind-reading ability should be the same as mine. If the distance is far, he can't hear, then I just need to avoid him. As long as I avoid him, in half a year to a year I might not even see him once. Xiaolan followed behind me sighing repeatedly. Why did you fall sick at such a time? What a good opportunity. Sigh, don't get up, lie down quickly, get well soon. I stayed sick for half a month. After half a month, I figured Xiao Qi should have long forgotten about this matter of me, and I truly couldn't keep lying down anymore, so I leisurely continued living my idle days with Xiaolon. Although heaven gave me transmigration and mind-reading ability, I have self-awareness. In my previous life I read so many palace intrigue novels. Just with my abilities, enduring until the dog emperor dies, becoming a dowager consort, and leaving the palace to pray in a temple would already be the greatest victory. This day, I was pondering what excuse to find next month to skip the Empress Dowager's birthday. Your Highness, little ninth just came to secretly inform us. Oh, guess what she said? She said His Majesty flipped your nameplate today. Oh, you said what? Say that again. Your Highness, are you too excited? Your Highness, even if excited, you must first tidy yourself up. Your Highness, get up quickly. This servant will attend you to bathe. Why does he want me to serve him in bed? What am I supposed to do when I serve him in bed? Do I have to rack my brains to flatter him even during bed service? How do I flatter? Wow, so big. His Majesty is so mighty. Kill me, now, immediately. In the end, I was still dragged by Xiaolon to bathe, and with great fanfare, changed clothes, and put on makeup. Your Highness, look at your chest, look at your waist. His Majesty will definitely like it. I looked at myself in the mirror, utterly despairing. No, I can't die. My mother still depends on me. You wait, there must be a way to muddle through this. When Xiao Qi came, there was no particular sign. He only brought a close attendant, and as soon as he entered the door, he swept his eyes over me. Mediocre powder and vulgar face. The formation must not be chaotic. Ah, His Majesty actually really came. Fortunately, today my monthly matter hasn't been reported yet. In a moment, I must extinguish the lights first. No matter what, first get this matter done. If he knows my monthly matter has come, he definitely won't touch me. Sure enough, Xiao Qi cast me a deep glance. Sumaran, rise. He leisurely sat in front of the table. Your Majesty, this concubine will serve you to rest. No hurry. What books does Sumaran usually read? I was just about to answer when I heard him think. This handwriting probably looks like a dog's claw scratched it. Hold steady. Replying to your Majesty, this concubine has not properly studied any books. Only when my elder brother used to study. I liked to eavesdrop by the wall and followed along to read some, but I do not know specifically what books they were. Brain not very good, yet knows how to lie. Empty the brain. Has Sumaran recently come into contact with anything special, or eaten anything strange? Replying to your Majesty, this concubine has always stayed in Yaguang Palace, and the meals are all delivered by the imperial kitchen. Strange people then? Your Majesty, this concubine abides by rules. If there is no important matter, I absolutely do not step out of Yaguang Palace even half a step, and even less would I encounter any idle people. Get up. I see your complexion is not good. I will come another day. Past. Sob. Did I say something wrong? Why did His Majesty leave right after asking? Everyone in the palace knows His Majesty flipped my nameplate, and not even a quarter of an hour passed before he left. Where am I supposed to put my face? Sob. I escorted Xiao Qi out. Seeing that we were about to reach the palace gate, the new dress on my body was too long, and in one step I actually didn't cross the threshold. This proves that people must not get smug. Once smug, problems arise. My problem happened in this very second. I was tripped by my skirt and staggered forward one step, and Xiao Qi, for some reason, suddenly turned around. Then, he on top, I below, perfectly fitted. So soft. Dead pervert. Your Majesty, it's all this concubine's fault. This concubine should not have worn such a long skirt. This concubine should not have walked without watching the road. Your Majesty, did you get hurt? Do you need to summon the imperial physician? Xiao Qi held a cup of tea, didn't even glance at me, only slowly took a sip. In his mind, there wasn't a single sound. Sumaran, what does dead pervert mean? And that dog emperor, called quite distinctively, dead. Now you know to be afraid. I never thought Sumaran had such boldness, daring to insult the ruler of the country so casually. My mind was already flooded with the word dead, crashing into a shutdown. I only saw his expression growing more and more unsightly. As for whether you will die in the future, I do not know. But if you keep being this noisy, I will immediately have people twist your head off. I instantly covered my mouth. I was forced to stop spamming. Your Majesty, I didn't do it on purpose. I won't dare again. Silence. Do you not want to die? I quickly shook my head. If you don't want to die, then answer my question honestly. So the previous 2 times were not me hearing wrong. It really was you speaking ill of me in your heart. Yes. So whatever I am thinking in my heart, you can also hear it. Yes. Since when did it start? Every time I said yes, Xiao Qi's face became darker. TW 2 years ago, he angrily slapped the table. So it seems Sumaran knows quite a lot of my secrets. Your servant's brain is not very good. After hearing it, I forget it. Really? Oh? Who was it just now that said she only listened to her brother reading and could memorize the Book of Songs and the Analects? Killing someone only takes a nod of the head. I feel like I can't hold on anymore. But since Sumaran could keep secrets for 2 years, you must also be a smart person. Do you want to make up for your fault by doing something useful? I nodded again and again. Come here, dog. You heard wrong. I didn't say anything. Xiao Qi actually wants me to help him deal with Prime Minister Gao and the Empress Dowager. But between dying now and dying later, I choose the later one. Then I became Xiao Qi's newly favored pet. He favored only me for 1 month, and I was promoted 8 ranks in a row. In this 1 month, every day after court, Xiao Qi would come to Yaguang Palace and spend the whole day messing around with me. Of course, that is only on the surface. The truth is he thinks my thoughts are too active, which means too noisy. After entering Yaguang Palace, he goes to the side hall. Don't be curious, I did not sleep with him, actually. I already discovered that he does not love any women at all. In the whole harem, more than 100 concubines, there is not a single one he likes. He is just a heartless working machine. In this 1 month, I was very self-aware. I did not go out at all. If any concubine came to provoke me, I would reply in a cheap and annoying way. Yesterday I served His Majesty and was really tired. Sister, come another day. According to Xiaolon, now the whole harem hates me deeply. Especially noble consort Gao has already thrown a tantrum several times in Furong Palace, saying she will definitely skin me alive and tear me apart. I think about the few slaps she gave me when I just entered the palace, and I feel my future is very worrying. In this 1 month, my 2 older sisters also sent messages one after another, wanting to enter the palace to meet me. Meet for what? To talk talk about how they bullied me before? But this 1 month is still the most comfortable month of my life. No, the most comfortable in both my lives. Fine clothes, rich food, extreme luxury. No wonder so many people try so hard to climb up. Your Majesty, out of the corner of my eye, I see several old ministers already covering their foreheads because they cannot bear to watch. But Xiao Qi seems completely unaware. He takes a piece of food and feeds it to me, and even smiles and wipes the corner of my mouth. Qingqing is really naughty, Qingqing. Ah, my goosebumps are falling everywhere. You dare to drop even one, just try. His face gently splits into a smile, but in his heart he coldly warns me. Your Majesty, must it be like this? I think my father, who cares most about face, is about to turn red like pig liver. You still care what your father thinks. I don't care. But Your Majesty, you promised that you will arrange things well for my mother. A ruler does not joke. Your Majesty, your servant will pour wine for you. I straighten my body and pour a cup of wine for Xiao Qi. Just as I am about to feed it to him in a charming way, I turn my eyes and see the Qingqing young master sitting in the corner. My heart is instantly hit. Am I white moonlight? What is white moonlight? Xiao Qi asks me in his heart. Nothing. Anyway, my sacrifice is too big. Your Majesty should promise me one more thing. Qingqing, do not push your luck. Alright. I smile and lean into Xiao Qi's arms, and Xiao Qi also smiles and holds me. Wow, this feels like sending messages secretly, like in a fantasy world. What is a fantasy world? Nothing. I will deal with you after we go back. Xiao Qi suddenly pinches my waist. Now, go provoke Gao Yinchuang. Gao Yinchuang, noble consort Gao. I glance at the Prime Minister sitting proudly at the head seat, in front of her father. Maybe it is better to just kill me directly. That is not impossible. No, I will go. You really cannot blame me for being cowardly. I have lived 2 lives. In the first life, I was born into a family that preferred boys over girls. If we talk about material things, I did not really suffer much. But whether it was my dad or my mom, the sentence they said to me the most was, can't you just endure a little? Can't you just give in a little? He is your younger brother. Don't cause trouble for the family. This kind of repeated teaching since childhood made cowardice become part of my bones. When I faced trouble, I would avoid it if I could, and pretend I had no presence. In that life, I finally died under a car. That day was my younger brother's first day at university. I checked the route in advance and walked in front pushing the suitcase, while my mom and my brother walked behind me. When crossing the road, I was still thinking about where to take them to eat later. Qingqing, can't you watch your brother? I turned back. It turned out a car had just brushed past my brother. I was about to explain, but when I saw my mom's panicked eyes, I just wanted to say one sentence. You finally noticed me. In this life, it is even more so. I have always reminded my concubine mother again and again, endure, give in, please others, please the older sisters, please the main wife, please my father. If I do not please them well, I don't mind suffering, but the one who suffers is my mother. In this life, my mother truly treats me well. I cannot bear to let her suffer. So now, asking me to straighten the back that has been bent for 2 lifetimes, and go find trouble for others openly. Have some backbone. I will support you. I straighten my back, take the wine, twist my waist, and show the full attitude of a seductive concubine. Sister drinking alone, isn't that boring? Cheap woman, impudent. I jump in shock, then realize it is Xiao Qi's inner voice. She didn't even scold you. Why are you angry? So much anger. Sister, then you should drink this cup of wine to calm down. A small Jiu dares to toast this palace? Noble consort Gao suddenly stands up and slaps the wine cup out of my hand. What should I do? Slap her. Slap. However she slapped you before, you slap her back the same way. My hand trembles. Before I even have time to think about how Xiao Qi knows noble consort Gao slapped me before, I think of those slaps back then. My face was swollen for several days. I glance at the men's side. Prime Minister Gao is already looking over here. Qingqing, slap her. I grit my teeth and close my eyes. No one expected that I would actually dare to slap Gao Yinchuang. The scene instantly becomes chaotic. Qingqing, is it that I didn't give you enough food? I really didn't dare to use full strength. Slap again. Qingqing, and 2 more slaps. I close my eyes and slap 2 more times, until Gao Yinchuang is completely stunned. The women's side becomes completely chaotic. The maids around Gao Yinchuang and the servants around me almost start fighting. On the men's side, several people hurry over. Arrogant sinner. He has been in court for a long time. Even without speaking, he carries authority. Now shouting with full force, it scares me so much that I step back 2 steps. The hand I used to slap keeps trembling, and I almost want to shrink again. Why panic? I raise my head and see him walking over calmly as always. There is a beautiful light flowing in his eyes. Just watch how I support you, Your Majesty. As soon as Xiao Qi arrives, both Gao Yinchuang and I speak at the same time, but obviously Gao Yinchuang sounds much more sincere. After all, her face is already swollen. And I, this fake favored concubine who usually calls him Dog Emperor in my heart, sound a bit fake. Qingqing, why did you hit noble consort Gao so hard just now? Your Majesty must. Before Gao Yinchuang finishes speaking, Xiao Qi looks at my hand with concern. Did your hand hurt from hitting? Should we call an imperial doctor? Did I really hit that hard? Gao Yinchuang's expression freezes. Her tears are still hanging at the corner of her mouth. Your Majesty, according to rank, Su Jieyu should not have appeared at the palace banquet. Moreover, she acted so arrogantly. Please Your Majesty punish her. It is said that Prime Minister Gao loves this daughter the most. At this moment, his face is already pale. Minister, is it not enough for you to manage court affairs? Do you also want to interfere in my harem? I do not mean that. I jest, but you did remind me. Su Jieyu is of low rank. Acting like this toward a noble consort is indeed inappropriate. Prime Minister Gao and Gao Yinchuang both relax a little. Noble consort Gao has always been arrogant. I have heard of it for a long time. Today she caused a disturbance at the banquet and lost decorum. However, considering her contributions in managing the harem over the years, she will be demoted to 3rd rank Jieyu. As for Su Jieyu, I see her as kind, straightforward, and innocent. She will be promoted to noble consort. A noble consort disciplining a Jieyu should be appropriate, right? Xiao Qi speaks in such a gentle and casual tone that everyone is shocked. People probably also understood that Xiao Qi was using Gao Yinchuang to warn Prime Minister Gao. But thinking about Gao Yinchuang's former favor and her pale-faced today. I still clicked my tongue a few times. You are quite kind. Xiao Qi is becoming less and less disguised in front of me. Qingqing, don't worry. Ancient Qingqing is different. What a joke. There is no privacy at all. Back then, when he insisted on sending her into the harem, he should have thought of today's result. TCH, as if I would believe that. I don't bother pretending in front of Xiao Qi anymore. Anyway, if he wanted to kill me, he already had hundreds of ways to do it. When I bathe, I can't help looking at my hands. I actually slapped Gao Yinchuang 4 times. That year when I first entered the palace, I ran into her on the palace road. I was dazzled by the gold hairpin on her head and was a little slow to greet her. I don't know why she was in a bad mood that day, but she grabbed me and vented her anger. No more, no less, exactly 4 slaps. This is the first time I returned the grievance I suffered. I cannot describe the feeling. My heart feels a little sour, and also a little full. In 2 lifetimes, I have never been this unrestrained. But how did Xiao Qi know that Gao Yinchuang had slapped me? Actually, hitting 1 or 2 slaps tonight would have been enough to achieve the goal. Why did he insist I hit exactly 4? Could it be? I suddenly sit up from the bath. I realize a problem I have ignored for a long time. The first time I suspected he could hear my thoughts was because the music was too loud. I could not hear his thoughts, so I boredly counted cups. Under the same conditions, how could he hear mine? Xiao Qi practices martial arts. People who practice martial arts have sharper hearing and senses than normal people. So, Your Majesty, I am hungry. I want to eat sweet rice dumplings. When I see a bowl of sweet rice dumplings delivered by the attendant next to Xiao Qi, I fall back onto the bed. So Xiao Qi went to the side hall not because I was noisy, but because he did not want me to hear his thoughts. So this whole month, everything in my mind, things that should be heard and things that should not, were all heard by Xiao Qi. Give me a cup of poisoned wine. I have no face left. What is the point of living? I don't know if it is my imagination, but I seem to hear Xiao Qi laughing loudly without caring about his image. Your Majesty, my hairpin is broken. Immediately, someone brings a whole set of jewelry. Your Majesty, I feel like the tea on your side smells better. Immediately, 2 jars of new tea are sent to Yaoguang Palace. Your Majesty, why does it snow? Why are there 4 seasons in a year? Why are there 12 hours in a day? Why do flowers bloom in spring and bear fruit in autumn, not bloom in summer and fruit in winter? Your Majesty, tell me. This time, Xiao Qi's personal attendant comes, looking strangely toward the inner hall. Your Highness, His Majesty says you are too noisy. I snored in my heart. If I am noisy, then don't come. Just stay in your hall of diligent governance. No one will disturb you there. After a while, the attendant comes again, looking even stranger. Your Highness, His Majesty says you are his beloved concubine. He will not go anywhere else. He will stay in Yaoguang Palace. Then come over. Why is it that only you can hear mine, but I cannot hear yours? The attendant looks like he is about to collapse. Your Highness, His Majesty says he will not come, to avoid losing control of himself. Even though I know he means losing control and killing me, I still blush when I see the attendant's strange expression. Anyway, no matter how I make trouble, Xiao Qi still comes to Yaoguang Palace every day without fail. I also still do not go out. I don't know how his plan against Prime Minister Gao is progressing. This day, the attendant brings a set of clothes. Your Highness, His Majesty says to continue to support you. I look at the clothes, and my eyes light up. She is taking me out of the palace. I will never call Xiao Qi a dog emperor again. Really, he actually takes me back to the Su family to show off. My father, who is always fierce at home, stammers the whole time and cannot say a complete sentence. It turns out my mother has already been raised to a secondary wife, and Xiao Qi even gave her an honorary title. Since I gained favor, my father's rank has not increased at all. Instead, my mother alone received a title. What does this mean? Anyone not stupid would understand. No one in the house will dare bully her again. When I meet my mother alone, I cannot help shedding a few tears. She asks me if life in the harem is hard. I shake my head. Even though I know everything is fake, in 2 lifetimes, I have never been favored like this. After showing off at my family home, Xiao Qi takes me out to walk around the streets. Poor me, after coming to this world for more than 10 years, all the things other transmigrated girls usually do, like listening to music or visiting brothels, I have done none of them. It is impossible for Xiao Qi to take me to a brothel, but listening to music is still possible. It is my first time listening. I cannot understand the opera singing here at all. Every line sung on stage, Xiao Qi translates for me in his mind. Later, I don't even know what I am hearing anymore. I only feel that my heart is like a small boat, swaying and drifting. As I said before, when people get too pleased with themselves, trouble easily comes. A big blade chops over the table. I am resting my chin in my hand, trying to steady the little boat in my heart. There are assassins. Someone shouts loudly, and I finally react. This is ancient times where swords have no eyes, and the person beside me is the emperor, who has the highest chance of being assassinated. The scene instantly becomes chaotic. Xiao Qi pushes me into a corner. Someone like me, a coward at my core, should hide at a time like this, but I straighten my back. I don't even dare blink as I watch a blade swing toward Xiao Qi. Stop. I don't even understand why Xiao Qi suddenly shouts. The pain comes from my back, and only then do I realize that compared to willpower, consciousness is harder to control, and compared to consciousness, the body is even harder to control. I actually rushed forward and blocked the blade for Xiao Qi. I feel like I am going to die. Blood flows out like it costs nothing. Xiao Qi is angry, urging the carriage to go faster. I want to tell him not to worry. A transmigrated girl blocking a blade for the male lead. It is a standard plot. I don't know why the author gave me such a cliché scene. Couldn't there be something new? My throat moves, but no sound comes out. Suddenly, I remember that I also have a cheat ability. In my heart, I shout, Your Majesty, don't worry. I won't die. Why are you so stupid? Those assassins were arranged by me. Why did you block the blade for me? You should have told me earlier. You also know my brain is not very good. It is my fault. He actually apologizes to me. Sorry, Qingqing. From now on, whatever I do, I will not hide it from you. Hey, don't say sorry. You are not wrong. My mind feels light, thinking whatever comes. Although I always call you Dog Emperor, honestly, you are a very good emperor. You work hard, care for the people, do not indulge in women, and know how to use people well. At such a young age, you already understand the way of ruling. It is a blessing for the people to have an emperor like you. Actually, it is also my blessing. Xiao Qi, in these 4 years in your harem, I have lived quite well. Just sometimes I get bullied, that's all. I don't need to please anyone. Xiao Qi, is it snowing outside? It is so cold. I won't wait anymore. I am so sleepy. Qingqing, didn't you want me to promise you one more thing? Huh? In the chaos, I force myself to stay awake. You live. I will promise you. Really? A ruler does not joke. Then after everything is over, let me leave the palace. I seem to. I stop. Xiao Qi is silent for a long time. Okay, I promise you. Don't fall asleep. Of course I did not die, but with such a big wound on my back, I lay face down in bed for half a month. It is said that during this half month, Prime Minister Gao's faction was completely cleaned out. Even Gao Inchuang left the palace to become a nun. My other target, the Empress Dowager, returned to the palace the day after Xiao Qi was attacked. On the day she returned, she scolded Xiao Qi. Xiao Qi finally moved out of Yaoguang Palace, but he still comes for 1 or 2 hours every day, which makes people continue calling me a seductive concubine. After my injury heals, I rest another half month. One day I cannot help asking Xiao Qi what I should do next. Aren't we supposed to deal with the Empress Dowager? You don't need to do anything. Then, I can leave the palace? Xiao Qi's face suddenly darkens. I really admire him. In the 1 or 2 hours he spends with me, he does not let me hear any thoughts he doesn't want me to hear, as expected of an emperor. Unlike me, who has completely let my thoughts run free. I understand. I just need to continue acting as a seductive concubine, right? Only then does Xiao Qi's expression soften. Then, do I still not need to attend the Empress Dowager's ceremony? No. I look at him, confused. I feel like his mood has not been very good lately. My mood is very good. He forces a smile. Alright. I lower my head and continue embroidering a sachet. My embroidery skills were forced on me by my mother. They are better than my handwriting. When I look up again, Xiao Qi is still there. I see he looks like he wants to say something but stops himself. Just as I am about to ask what is wrong, he flicks his sleeve and leaves. Such a temper. As expected, I only need to continue being my seductive concubine. Half a month later, news spreads that the Emperor and the Empress Dowager are not on good terms, because Xiao Qi should establish an empress, and the Empress Dowager wants her to marry a girl from the Shui family, but the Emperor insists on making me, this seductive concubine, the Empress. With my background and reputation, of course it causes a storm in the court. Another month passes, and suddenly everything becomes quiet. No one mentions establishing an empress anymore, and no one loudly criticizes me for bewitching the Emperor. I don't know what happened in court, but Xiao Qi probably doesn't need me anymore. He has not come to Yaoguang Palace for a long time. Although rewards are sent every few days, I haven't seen him in person for a long time. So this night, when I wake up in the middle of the night and vaguely see him sitting on the low couch by the window, I think I am dreaming. He is wearing a light-colored robe. No lamp is lit, only moonlight. He is drinking tea. Xiao Qi, I forget to call her Your Majesty. Only when I sit up do I realize this is not a dream. Has the Empress Dowager's matter been handled? Before I finish speaking, he immediately answers, no. Oh. For a moment, both of us fall silent. Aren't you sleeping? Xiao Qi pauses while holding the teacup, then puts it down and walks to the bed. The bed in the side hall is covered in dust. He lies down directly. He has no other intentions, because he lies with his back facing me. I blink, then also turn my back to him, forcing myself to empty my mind and sleep quickly. Qingqing, why do you want to leave the palace? Freedom. I can also give you that. After leaving, what do you want to do? I haven't thought about it yet, but I heard from my mother that some girls can support themselves by doing embroidery. No wonder you are always focused on embroidery. I don't speak. Qingqing, what kind of man do you like? My back stiffens. I don't dare turn around. What about Your Majesty? What kind of woman do you like? He is stunned by my question. Anyway, it won't be someone like me. Who said that? You said it yourself, common and vulgar. At that time, am I the kind of person who judges by appearance? You also said my brain is not good and that I like to lie. I also said you are kind, straightforward, and innocent. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I won't like someone like you. Xiao Qi's words suddenly stop. In those eyes that shine beautifully when he smiles, the stars seem to fall. He sits up, silent. Outside the window, the wind blows, leaves rustling. After a long time, his voice turns cold. In 3 days, I will send you out of the palace. Only after Xiao Qi leaves for a quarter of an hour do my shoulders finally relax. Sigh. I really am someone who lies. Clearly, I like Xiao Qi so much that the first reaction when I realize it is to leave. He is not only mine. He belongs to the whole harem, to the whole world. But this once in 2 lifetimes kind of favoritism, I want to seal it away. As long as I leave, as long as I don't see it with my own eyes, he will always be the Xiao Qi who favors only me, who protects only me. How good. The next day, a lot of rewards come again from Xiao Qi's side. All kinds, jewelry, decorations, paintings, everything you can think of and things you cannot think of. I feel he is doing it on purpose to annoy me. He clearly knows I cannot take these things away, and even if I take them, I cannot sell them. Yet he sends them in batches, filling a whole room each time. Just when the servants finish cleaning up one batch, another batch comes. I want to go out and pick some osmanthus flowers. Seeing how busy everyone is, I simply don't call anyone to accompany me and go out of Yaoguang Palace by myself. Anyway, the whole palace knows I am a seductive concubine. No one will come provoke me. It is the golden autumn season. Not far after leaving Yaoguang Palace, I find 2 osmanthus trees in full bloom. Yesterday Xiao Qi said I was always focusing on embroidery, thinking I was preparing for leaving the palace. Actually, I am not. I want to embroider a sachet for him, but I am never satisfied. I keep making and remaking many, and only one is barely acceptable. Today I pick some osmanthus flowers to dry. It should be enough time to finish the sachet before leaving. I only need a small amount of flowers. In such a short time, suddenly someone covers my mouth and nose. A strange fragrance enters my nose, and I lose consciousness. You dare to kidnap someone right under my eyes. What do I not dare? Xiao Qi, the Empress Dowager's voice. I already said, it is that seductive concubine who harms the court. Even heaven cannot tolerate her and took her away. What does it have to do with me? Absurd. But if His Majesty would consider our mother-son relationship and let me live more comfortably, she would naturally return. Gu Sun, surround Quni Palace for me. Gu Sun, the commander of the Imperial Guards. I try hard to wake up, but everything in front of me is dark. park. My hands and feet are tied. I have no strength. My throat feels like it has been smoked and I cannot make a sound. But it doesn't matter. Don't I have a cheat ability? Xiao Qi, don't bother. I am right here. I shout in my heart. Although I am not your birth mother, I personally raised you. Have I ever let you suffer any grievance? The Shui family helped you secure your throne. Even if there is no merit, there is hard work. What is wrong with you taking a Shui girl into the palace? Xiao Qi's voice is cold in a way I have never heard before. I did not take the lives of the Shui family, only exiled them. That is already because of the Empress Dowager's face. You want a criminal's daughter to enter the palace. What are your intentions? You know it yourself. Then I cannot guarantee returning that seductive concubine to you intact. Am I not right here? Xiao Qi, can't you hear me? I heard that last night His Majesty smashed the Hall of Diligent Governance for her, and this morning almost emptied his private treasury to send her treasures. Such abnormal behavior. Let me carefully examine what kind of sorcery she used. Rumors. I hear Xiao Qi's voice in her heart. Make a sound. Su Qingqing. Here, here. When Xiao Qi carries me out, I see the Empress Dowager's face completely pale, as if she has seen a monster. Her hand is trembling as she points at me. I look back and see, I was actually hidden under her bed. The Empress Dowager has been frightened by evil spirits and her mind is unstable. From today on, she will go to Huangjue Temple to cultivate. Xiao Qi carries me all the way back to Yaoguang Palace. Yaoguang Palace looks like it has been robbed. Everything is in chaos. The rewards sent earlier are still not fully sorted. Xiao Qi feeds me medicine, and I slowly regain strength. My throat can finally make sounds again. He says nothing. His mouth is silent, and his mind is also silent. He just has a dark face while applying medicine to me. I don't know what to say either. I only apologize silently in my heart. Sorry, I caused you trouble again. Suddenly Xiao Qi throws down the medicine box. Still leaving? Leave. Go. Go far away. Go cleanly. He flicks her sleeve and leaves. I blink, then pick up the medicine box again. Such a bad-tempered tyrant. Everything proceeds according to the original plan. The next day, I finish making the sachet and place it on the table he often stays at. On it, I embroider the character Qi. If he occasionally thinks of me, he will see it, right? In the afternoon, an attendant from the Hall of Diligent Governance brings more things. This time it is actually a stack of banknotes. Xiaolan helps me pack my belongings while wiping her tears, but she actually knows that my favor is fake. On the third day, it rains. The north wind howls. Xiao Qi wears a dark robe and comes alone. I also refuse to take Xiaolan with me, so I am alone as well. The long palace road has only the sound of the wind. It turns out that if you close your heart, even if someone has the ability to read minds, they cannot know anything. Xiao Qi brings me to the West Straight Gate. He must have arranged things in advance, because there are no guards. Outside, a carriage is waiting. My luggage is already inside. At the very end, I should say something. Thank you, Xiao Qi. I smile at him, but he turns his face away. In my heart, I say another sentence, then I'm leaving. I turn and walk toward the carriage. The weather changed too suddenly. After getting into the carriage, my hands are still trembling from the cold. The window is open. I look out. Xiao Qi stands at the tall palace gate, also looking over. Light rain falls. His face is still clear. One thing I said before when flattering him was true. He is very good looking. Now under the hazy rain, he looks like someone from a painting. His dark eyes look at me steadily. After a moment, he turns around. I also withdraw my gaze and close the window. When the window closes, the light dims, and everything becomes quiet. I listen carefully, trying to hear something. I want to hear his footsteps. Once I hear his leave, I will go. But after waiting a long time, I don't hear footsteps. Instead, a clear and lonely voice sounds in the deepest part of my mind. Su Qingqing, I can't walk. I can't walk anymore. Later, I always remember this day. This is the most important day in my life. I sit alone in the dim carriage and hear the proud emperor open his heart to me. I know you come from another strange and dazzling world. I know what you want in your heart. A life with one person only. I, alone at a high position, should not have personal feelings. My harem should only balance the court and continue the bloodline. But I am also flesh and blood. I can have feelings. I can also have love. Su Qingqing, I love you. Tears fall from my eyes. I want to make you empress, not acting, but from my true heart. Su Qingqing, will you stay? The rain outside grows heavier, hitting the carriage window like needles. I will respect you, love you, protect you. I will support you for a lifetime. I will never. I don't even know what I am thinking anymore. My mind is like my eyes, full of rain. Miss, can we go now? I push open the carriage window again. Xiao Qi is still in the same position as before, back facing me, looking like he is about to leave, but in fact, he has not moved at all. His straight back is almost blurred in the growing rain. Miss, the rain is getting heavier. I close the window, push open the door, and get off the carriage. Almost at the moment I step down, Xiao Qi turns around. In his dark eyes, a strange light bursts out. He walks through the rain and comes quickly, pulling me into his arms. I wrap my arms around his neck. I cannot tell if what is on my face is rain or tears. Don't worry, Su Qingqing. I am willing to break the rules for you.